Oh. Do you know, another second and I would have been a goner.
Let's have a look. Jude reckoned I was pretty good at massages. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's good. I reckon she's gonna miss you.
Yeah. 2 years is a long time.
Well, if I keep thinking about you, and you keep thinking about me, then... Well, I guess we got something pretty good going for us, haven't we? I'd like you to stay the night, Doreen. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to be with you, that's all. You know, I'm not trying to proposition you. I was trying to... Well... I was trying to propose.
You mean you'd want to marry somebody dumb like me?
Oh, yeah, you bet I would.
I was dreaming I was somewhere else. I had the feeling that wasn't an alarm clock. It's a bit much, isn't it? The sort of person who needs a good, strong cup of coffee first thing. Especially after last night. Oh. Getting a high like that really dries you out. How's the neck feeling this morning?
Oh, it's not bad. It's still a bit stiff, though.
Yeah, it probably will be for a while.
I suppose. It's not bruised, is it?
No, he'll live. Would you like me to massage it for you?
Oh, no, not just yet. I'll be right.
Oh, it's all right. I wasn't going to attack you or anything.
Oh, I know you weren't. I meant...
It's okay. I'd love a coffee, though.
Well, look, why don't we pinch some more coffee from the kitchens?
Pinch it? Come on. Why keep a dog and bark yourself?
What?
Why put ourselves in danger when we could pay someone to do it for us?
Come on, you lot. I've got all the way. Hurry up.
Last night was lovely, really.
Gilmour, keep your hands to yourself. I get to the showers, both of you.
Gee, jealousy's a curse, isn't it? You're early.
Kitchen duty.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to see you about that, Pat. I want you to buy me some coffee.
Bea won't like it.
Well, what Bea doesn't know won't hurt, will it? Anyway, I'm not interested in keeping Bea happy. You taking a breakfast?
Yeah?
Ask her how she's feeling. Ask her about her arm.
What do you mean?
She'll know. Come on, Pat, what's the matter? Didn't you like your valance?
Oh, I slept really well. First time in ages.
Well?
I'd love some more.
Now, don't get greedy, Pat. You'll get yourself into trouble.
Do you want me to buy some coffee or don't you? You don't get nothing for nothing in here. You ought to know that by now. They're a different colour. They're the same.
Here, quick, it's Vera.
Better move along, O'Connell, or it'll be nearly lunchtime.
Yes, Miss Bennett.
What are you doing hanging around?
They're all occupied.
Don't think you're putting anything over on me, Gilmour.
The only thing I'd like to put over her is about half a ton of gravel.
Here, what about Pat?
What about her?
Do you reckon we can trust her?
I don't worry about Pat. She's going to want to keep her supply of Valiums coming. Pat's about to pass her little test with these bricks. She won't say anything. Pat's about to learn a little lesson.
Well, be. You keep going at that rate, you'll be able to open a shop.
Well, you're in a cheerful mood for a change.
Can I? No reason to be.
Yeah, well, who has?
Oh, you're not going to be down here forever.
I bloody hope not.
Me too.
Why, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm keeping an eye on Sharon.
Well, you weren't keeping too good a bloody eye on her last night, were you?
What do you mean?
That bitch was down here.
You should have something put on that.
I'll be all right.
Oh, no, it should have something on it.
I'm not going to bloody die from it.
Oh, look, what are you going to do about it, Bea? I mean, you can't just let it take over, can you?
Come on, Pat, get a move on.
Mrs. Jackson,
Yes?
can I see Paul Reed? I've got to peddle me wares.
All right, Bea, I'll speak to him as soon as he comes in.
Ah.
Oh, Dor, thank God. I've been worried sick about you.
Hello.
Hello, is that all you got to say to me? Do you know what time it is? It's after 8. 8 o'clock in the morning. I've chewed me fingers to the bone.
But I got engaged.
If you can't come home at a reasonable hour, you...
What? Engaged?
Oh, Dor, that's wonderful. It's good on you, love. It's fantastic. When did he ask you?
Last night.
Dor, you know, Kev, now, did you tell him about your inheritance?
No. No, Kevin's got it all worked out. He's going to support me.
Ah, good morning. You were in rather late last night? Tony? Well, where'd you go?
Out.
I know that. Did you go anywhere special?
No.
Well, how's the study coming along?
Fine. I'm being a good little boy, doing everything I should, working hard.
You don't sound terribly enthusiastic. Is everything all right?
Everything's great.
Good. Do you want the paper? Fine, I'll see you.
Lizzie, how are you?
All right.
Come on in. How'd you know I'd be at home?
Dor said.
Oh, right. Well, look, I've loaded the truck. I was just working some of this stuff out before I started on my deliveries.
Yeah?
Yeah, come and sit down. It's going to be all right, I reckon.
What is?
Well, here, I've been working out how to buy Dora a nice engagement ring.
Seems fair enough.
Yeah, what about to get her a good one for that, eh?
As long as you can afford it. You can't live on love, you know.
Oh, no, we'll be all right, though, because I'm earning good money now.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, what are your prospects?
Oh, never better.
It's a bit of a dead-end job, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I'm not planning to stay there all my life.
Well, that's not much of a marriage prospect.
Oh, no, but I've been working it out. See, here. Now, please don't tell Dora anything about this, because I want it to be a big surprise, but, well, I'm going to buy my own truck, start my own business. You know, things have been going pretty well for me, and I reckon I ought to be able to do something about it pretty soon after we get married. Great, eh?
Morning.
Good morning.
How's everything?
I'm fine, thanks. You seem to be in a good mood.
Oh, why not? Everything's going well for a change.
Huh? How's that?
Well, the handcraft project's underway again. We're making progress with the Simpson and Williams case, and it's a lovely day outside.
Well, seeing you're so eager to work, B. Smith wants to see you.
All right, she can be first up.
Oh, I'll go and get her.
Thanks.
I need some more materials.
Well, you keep on going like this, B, and
I'll be able to open my own shop.
I was
Here,
about to say that I'll have to start begging for more materials.
Yeah, I think Meg's joke was funnier.
No, I don't understand this. I thought that you and Sharon didn't see eye to eye.
Sharon? Sharon Gilmour? How do you know her?
Well, I was under the impression
I suppose you noticed all the others have gone back to their craft project.
Yeah, and I was under the impression that Sharon Gilmour had something to do with it.
Do us a favour. I got a message through to them and they all went back to it because I told them to.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that they're back.
You haven't got the message, have you? This is Wentworth and I am Queen Bee.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll make sure that everybody bows and curtsies and polishes up your throne.
Oh, well, goody. When do I get back into it?
Oh, well, that's a different question. I'm afraid Mrs. Davidson's dug her heels in on this one. We'll just have to bide our time. I'm sure she'll change her attitude eventually.
Terrific.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, I'm only waiting 10 years. Then I'm applying for parole.
Here, have a look at Bennett, will you?
She hates to see people happy in their work.
You don't reckon she knows, do you?
She wouldn't know the time of day. Would you, Miss Bennett?
What?
Would you know what time it is?
What difference does it make to you?
See?
Now get back to work, all of you.
Yes, Miss Bennett. We've got it made, you know.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, look at them. Look how contented they are. How much do you reckon they'd pay us to keep them like that? Stacks, I reckon. Enough to keep us in lap luxury while we're here, anyway.
Luxury in prison?
Sure, why not? I knew this bloke who'd been in Pentridge. He tells me that some of the lifers' cells were just like flats. Fish tanks, curtains, carpets. Some of them even had their own tellies.
Sounds all right. Never happened in Wentworth, though.
Why not?
Yeah, anyway, what about Judy?
What about her?
Well,
Oh, she's outside. And we're in here, right? It's you and me. We could always invite vinegar tits and the other screws round for cocktails and mess it up.
the martini vinegar tits.
The governor wants to see Latham.
Latham, the governor wants to see you. And what's so funny?
Oh, nothing. It was just a joke.
Well, perhaps you'd like to share it, and then we could all have a laugh.
Oh, it's about this prison off. This loony, Miss Bennett, making a solo crossing of the Pacific. She drowned when the pier ran out.
Now get back to work. All of you.
Chrissie Latham to see you, Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Jackson. Bring her in. Sit down, Chrissie. How are you feeling?
Me? Oh, I'm all right, you know, pretty good.
Not suffering any after effects?
No, I'm fine.
Good. I hope you're continuing to keep out of trouble.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's the last thing I want these days, what with things being like they are.
Yes, well, that makes my next task simpler and far more pleasant. This is a letter from the department. They have approved our request. You'll be able to visit the baby.
Oh, really? That's fantastic.
Yes, I thought you'd be pleased. You have been granted regular escorted visits to the hospital until such time as she is removed from the humidity crew. After that, I gather they will rethink the policy in terms of where Elizabeth is.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yes, so you said.
Oh, but it is well, I mean, you know what I mean. How is she? Have you had any news? Has the hospital said anything?
No, I'm afraid not, but I think that's a good sign. We would have heard if she wasn't.
Yeah.
There is one other thing I want to discuss with you.
Yeah?
These visits are a privilege and must not be abused under any circumstances.
Oh, I wouldn't, honest.
No, I'm sure you won't, but I'm warning you. I shan't tolerate any nonsense. Is that understood? Thank you, Mrs. Jackson.
Thanks. Mrs. Davidson?
Yes?
When can I start?
Well, I think we could arrange the first visit within the next couple of days.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I know.
Oh, get out.
Good. Do you want Bennett to catch on?
Excuse me. Watch where you're going, O'Connell.
You all right, Pat?
Great.
Speeding.
What?
That pill you took, it was an upper.
It was a what? Oh, no. I just...
An upper.
I don't understand.
Look, Pat, you've got to take one of the others. Right?
What's going on, Gilmour?
Nothing, Miss Bennett.
Then hurry up and unload that trolley, O'Connell.
The trolley. Keep unloading. Pat, you've got to take one of the other pills to bring you down again.
What you doing? Go on, break it up. Get back to the press. Now get back to work, all of you. Are you okay, O'Connell?
Pat!
O'Connell!
Well, nothing. She's perfectly all right now.
Good. And you're sure the attack was drug-induced?
Oh, undoubtedly. Probably some type of amphetamine. They call it speeding. I doubt if there've been after effects of any kind. But all the same, she should be kept under surveillance for a while. Well, there's nothing more I can do here,
Oh, yes.
so...
Thank you. Well, O'Connell, would you like to tell me about it?
What? There's nothing to tell.
About the drugs.
There's no drugs.
Oh, nonsense. It's obvious from your symptoms that you were speeding.
Speeding? Look, Mrs. Davidson, I don't know anything about drugs.
Very well. Have it your way. But don't think this is the last you've heard of it. Keep an eye on her. Did you find anything in the cells?
No, not a thing.
We haven't searched the women yet.
Well, you'd better pay particular attention to those who were in the laundry at the time.
Well, surely the drug would take longer to work than that.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
And it'd be so much easier if we knew where she got them.
Well, O'Connell certainly isn't saying anything. The nurse is doing a proper inventory on the drug cabinet at the moment, although nothing seems to be missing. It's probable that they were smuggled in. Well, you better get on with the search. I think that's the only way we'll find anything out at the moment.
Catherine, I hope you're not planning to be that rough with me.
Put that cigarette out and come here. Move!
Okay. You're clear. Who next? Hands on your head. You're up. Right. Yeah, when are we going to be let out?
When we think it's time,
Well, what about if we have to go to the toilet?
you'll just have to hold on, won't you?
How did you manage that? God, ain't you got no nerves? I would have been shaking like a leaf.
You've got to know how to keep you cool, don't you?
That's for sure. You know, you really had me worried there for a minute.
There's only one thing worries me. What we do when these run out. Somebody's going to have to pick up another shipment. Eh?
From now on, all visitors are to be reported to the governor. Then they'll be met by an officer and have to submit to a search. Hello, Lizzie. How are you?
Good day, Mrs. Jackson. What about yourself?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. Did you want something?
Yeah, I'd like to see B. Do you reckon it'll be okay?
Yes, of course it will. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you.
Oh, I don't mind, Mrs. Jackson. You're just trying to make me feel at home. As a matter of fact, I do get a bit homesick now and again.
Now, you stay right where you are. I believe the halfway house is lovely.
Oh, yeah, lovely. Do you know what one of the rules is, Mrs. Jackson? No booze. G'day, old devil. Oh, what have you been up to?
That's a lovely way to greet an old mate.
Well, you must have been up to something. I got searched. Yeah, what for?
Now, come on, you two. You know you're not supposed to discuss things like
Well,
that.
I'm only interested. Did you manage to bring that hacksaw blade in I asked for?
No, Mrs. Jackson confiscated me cake.
Well, how's it going?
Oh, you know, the usual.
No, I don't know. The usual for me is sitting around staring at four blank walls.
Well, we've been out to meals a few times and I go to the pub from time to time. God, those late closing hours are a trap, but I like them.
Yeah, I bet you do. You better make sure there's some booze left for me when I get out.
No worries.
Listen, how's Doreen?
That's what I came to see you about.
Why, what's wrong?
Well, it's nothing that you could put your finger on exactly, but...
Come on, what is it?
Dor's got engaged.
You don't say.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, I'll be buggered.
Well, I don't know whether it is so good. It's this bloke, Kev. I reckon he's only after Dor for her money.
What money?
Her bloody inheritance.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you reckon?
Well, how would I know? I haven't even met him.
No.
Look, I know you're worried, Lizzie, but... Well, Doreen's not exactly Tanya Verstack now, is she?
Who?
Tanya Miss Australia... Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe's dead.
All I'm trying to say is she's not exactly the kind of girl that every bloke in the country's going to be racing around after. And if she really likes this bloke, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but Dor's only been out.
Listen, I know you're worried, Lizzie. But if there is something wrong and we butt in, it's only going to make it worse. She's outside now, love. Things are different.
Yeah.
Hi, Pat.
What do you give me?
Give you? Don't remember giving you anything. Must be making a mistake. I do have a vague recollection, though, of paying you to buy something for me. Coffee, wasn't it? Where is it?
I didn't get it. I didn't get a chance. I came over funny.
Really?
You know I did.
Yeah, that's the bugger about drugs. That's why you've got to have a degree to dispense them. Pretty dangerous if you get the wrong stuff.
You're a bitch. B was right, they're no good.
You scare too easy, Pat. I mean to say, one bad trip. You must be getting old.
And you can wipe that smug look off your face. I can think of 4 people off the top of my head who'd kill you for trying something like that on them. You'd better watch your step in future.
Apart from you and B and a couple of the warders, I can't think of 4 people in this joint that'd be dumb enough not to know what it was about.
Then you'd better think a bit harder.
You don't scare me.
Sharon, I don't scare anyone. I'm used to it.
Well, you owe me.
More than you think. Oh, you'll get your stinking coffee. Now get out and leave me alone.
Oh, it's really terrific, Kevin, honest. I wasn't expecting anything like this.
You sure you like it?
Like it? I love it.
Oh, great. Well, where's Lizzie? I want to see her face.
Well, me too. She'll be as surprised as I was.
Oh, no, she knew I was going to get you one. I told her this morning.
What were you doing round here this morning?
No, she came to see me.
What for?
Oh, I don't know. She was going on like the father of the bride, you know. You make sure you take good care of my little girl.
Oh, she's a wag.
Yeah. She cares about you, that's all. And I think she's a bit worried about getting left all on her own. You know?
Oh, yeah. Lizzie, have a look at this.
Oh, Dor. You did real well, Kev. It's a beauty.
Oh, Lizzie, we're going to be all right. We're going to be real happy.
Of course you are.
No, you too. You're going to come and live with us. Isn't she, Kevin?
Yeah, she'd better.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in the way.
Oh, you wouldn't be in the way. It'd be just like having a mum-in-law around the place.
Well, I hope I do better than that. Oh, it's going to be good, oh.
G'day.
Hi.
Hey, what's all this then?
Oh, it's... You know, there are really good opportunities for apprentices in Broken Hill.
We're back to this, are we?
Look, I don't understand what you've got against it.
I've got nothing against it. I just don't see the point in wasting your time on apprenticeships when in a few years' time you'll be fully qualified and a lot better off.
I just don't want to do it that way.
Why? Because it's the way I wanted to do it?
No. I just want to do my own thing, that's all.
Well, that's not possible, you know that.
No. No, I bet that makes you real unhappy.
I don't know what you're getting at, Tony. I just said it's not possible. Under the terms of your bond, you cannot leave home.
Look, even if I did, who would know?
I would.
Yeah, and you bloody dobbed me in, too.
It's not a question of dobbing you in. I'm responsible for you. I lied for you once before, inadvertently. It doesn't work, Tony.
No. Well, you might just have to lie for me again, because I might just go to Broken Hill anyway.
Tony!
I've come to see Sharon Gilmour. I'm her sister.
According to the inventory, there are no drugs missing from the surgery cabinet.
So they have to have been smuggled in?
Yes.
Well, the big questions are who, by, and where are they now? I mean, we've virtually torn the place apart.
They could have all been used by the time you made the search.
Yes, I suppose so. And according to the condition of some of the women, particularly Pat O'Connell, there's absolutely no doubt that drugs were involved.
Well, in my opinion, the simplest way to resolve the matter is to confine all the women to their cells. Well, that way, whoever's got the drugs will be stuck with them. If they start using them, we'll know who she is.
We might get someone annoyed enough to spill the beans.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'm almost certain that Sharon Gilmour has a great deal to do with it.
Well, I've searched her. Nothing.
She didn't give anything away in the interview.
No, they seldom do. I'm a bit reluctant to confine them. The majority of the women were not involved. I think if we continue to vet and search the visitors, we should clear this up without too much trouble. Excuse me. Yes? Is she? All right, Mrs. Jackson's on her way. Thank you. I think we might have this cleared up sooner than we thought. There's a visitor in reception for Gilmour.
Good morning.
Hello.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you're going to have to be searched. It's perfectly all right. It's quite routine. Now, if you'd accompany the officer behind the screen. Oh, excuse me. I'll take that.
Oh, it's not mine. You know, the money's not mine.
It's all right. You'll get it back. Oh, morning.
May I? Thank you.
Sorry I spoke. Oh, that seems okay. You can give it back when she leaves. All right. I'll take you to the interview room. Will you go and get Gilmour, please? Follow me.
Oh, come on, that's the work bell. We've got to make the beds.
Stickler for the rules, aren't you?
Oh, they drive me mad.
So why bother?
Because if you don't follow the rules, you don't get no privileges.
What privileges?
Well, like seeing my baby, for one, and I'm not risking that. We could be in enough trouble if Pat O'Connell tells the screws about the drugs.
Stop worrying. Look, Pat's not going to lag. Besides, the place will be back to normal soon, and we'll have the screws off our backs then.
Do you reckon?
Sure. Look, once the fuss dies down and we get our drug drops sorted out properly, we'll have everyone in the place eating out of our hands. You worry too much, you know that? So settle down.
What's going on?
Nothing at all.
You've got a visitor, Gilmour. Your bed should be made by now, Latham.
Hi, Sharon.
Good day.
Are you all right?
As well as can be expected. How about you?
Oh, you know, I'm about the same.
Yeah.
I thought you might have enough.
Great, Judy. Just great.
I'm sorry, Sharon.
What's it like outside? The weather?
Oh, not bad, you know.
I don't get out that much anymore.
No.
I'm sharing a cell with a really nice girl.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, she's just had a baby. Except the poor little thing was premature.
Oh, that's too bad, yeah. Is it going to be all right?
apparently. Anyway, this friend of mine, she's really sweet. And you'd never believe it, but they drive her out to the Wentworth General Hospital to see the baby. Isn't that great? As a matter of fact, I think she's going to visit later on today.
Well, that's only natural. I mean, she's the mother.
Yeah. Anyway, this friend of mine, her name's Chrissie, and
That's enough, Gilmour. You're not entitled to talk about other inmates.
I was just hoping that Judy here would be able to meet my friend Chrissie one day, that's all.
You're not here to procure either.
Procure? No way. It's just that if I find something, it's mine.
Just stick to talking about yourself.
I better go.
I need to rush off.
Oh, well, I gotta get back to work, you know.
I'd go with you if I could.
Would you?
Oh, yeah, could I speak to the college secretary, please?
Secretary?
Oh, my name is Paul Reed. I was wondering if my son had arrived there yet. His name's Tony?
Just one moment, Mr. Reed. I'll check for you.
Thank you. Come in. Yes, Mick.
Oh, sorry to bother you, but Mrs. Davidson wants to see you as soon as possible.
Well, I'm a little bit... tell her I'll be there.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, your son has just come into the office, Mr. Reed. Did you want to speak to him?
No. If you could just keep him there, please. I'm sorry to be a nuisance.
Will I?
Yeah, well, I'll be right over there.
All right, I'll try.
Thank you very much. Sorry, Meg, something's come up and I'm a little bit preoccupied.
Oh, that must be why you were so rude when you arrived for work this morning.
Was I? Oh, look, I'm sorry. Look, I have to go out. I'll be gone for about an hour or so.
And?
Well, could you cover for me?
Well, what will I tell Erica?
Thanks, Meg.
Oh, no, hang on. What am I going to tell her?
Well, tell her I'm not here and I'll be back in an hour. Well, I'm glad I caught you.
Caught me, yeah. The escaping prisoner.
Tony, please.
Yeah, all right.
I didn't mean it to sound that way.
Yeah, I know. You know, you wouldn't have caught me. I only came back to pay a library fine before I left. It's what comes of your honesty.
Oh, Tony, come off it, mate.
Look, if being honest means you can never do your own thing, well, there's not much point, is there? And you chasing after me doesn't help anything either.
I just want to make sure you don't do anything stupid, that's all.
What's stupid about wanting to get out and earn my own living instead of wasting my time at this place?
I don't think you're wasting your time.
Yeah, well, I do.
Tony, this is getting us nowhere. You know what'll happen if you leave home. You'll go to jail.
Well, what if I can find an apprenticeship where I don't have to leave home?
I'd have to think about it.
Look, I'm old enough to do this on my own, you know. I don't have to have your permission to leave this place.
I know that. I just thought we might be able to make this decision together.
Yeah, it seems like you're the only one that's making any decisions so far.
I want to discuss it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I can't discuss it. I've got to meet someone.
Who?
A girl.
Well, perhaps we can discuss it at home tonight. That is, if you're coming home. Tony?
Yeah, all right, I'll be there, but... Well, this talk, I mean, let's make sure that I'm not coming home to listen to all the reasons why I shouldn't do what I want to do, all right? I mean, I've got opinions as well.
I'll be all ears.
Just as long as you listen, that's all I want.
5:30?
Okay. Oh, and don't be late.
Oh, Mr. Simpson, I didn't expect to see you again.
Things didn't work out too well last time. Thought I'd try again. Maybe we can work something out. I wanted to let Caroline know that I testify.
Well, that's wonderful news. I'm sure she'll be delighted.
Yes, I suppose so.
Yeah. Are you being attended to?
I'm waiting for a male officer. I have to be searched for some reason or other.
Yes, right.
It's a bit much. It's bad enough having to come here in the first place.
Well, I'll catch up with you later. I better get to it. Jim?
Oh?
You're going to search me, are you?
Yes, that's right. If you turn around, please. Arms up, please.
Take it easy, sport. I'm no criminal.
All right, Mr. Simpson, your visit's in the garden. An officer is bringing Mrs. Simpson out. This way, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Everything all right? Do you mind? I think I'm entitled to a private conversation with my wife. Don't know who he thinks he is.
Oh, it's all right, Michael. He's only doing his job.
Yeah? Only the lowest form of life would do a job like that.
Do you want to speak to your wife or not, Mr. Simpson?
Michael, please.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm definitely going to testify for you.
What? Well, why the sudden change of heart?
Don't you want me to?
I just don't understand. After yesterday, if he hadn't stepped in, I hate to think what you'd have done.
What I do? What about him, eh? No, you haven't considered that, have you? Just remember who's got the key to your cell.
Don't be ridiculous.
What's so ridiculous? I've heard plenty of stories about what goes on inside. You don't think he's being nice to you out of the goodness of his heart, do you? You're out of your mind. He's a creep to be doing the job in the first place. Don't worry, he'll demand payment for his favours. And you know what that means, don't you?
Oh, that's enough. Would you take me back inside, please?
That's right. You'll take real good care of her, won't you?
Oh, Meg, just on my way to see Mrs. Davidson. Thank you for covering for me.
You said an hour.
I know, I got held up. It won't happen again, I promise.
No, it won't.
Pardon?
Because I won't be covering for you again, Paul.
Well, what's wrong?
You. I'm sick and tired of your attitude to me and to everyone else. I mean, look at you. All sweetness and light now. Utterly charming whenever you want something. The rest of the time, I think you're about the rudest person I've ever met.
You mean this morning?
Oh, no, not just this morning.
I was worried about something this morning.
Look, your personal problems don't interest me in the slightest.
Meg! I'm sorry I missed you earlier on.
That's all right. Mrs. Jackson said you were on business.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know that the department has offered to assist with the women's fundraising efforts.
Well, that's wonderful.
Well, don't get too excited. They're prepared to help after the craft project gets off the ground.
Well, that shouldn't take too long. Did they have anything to say about our intention to start a radio station with the proceeds?
No, but they obviously approve of the idea, so much so, in fact, that they are prepared to supply some of the more expensive craft items.
That couldn't be better. We can soon start our own shop and have a regular industry going here.
Providing the women maintain their enthusiasm.
Well, that's my responsibility. And on that subject, B. Smith.
What about her? Oh, excuse me. Yes?
It's Jim Fletcher, Mrs. Davidson. Chrissie Latham's escort's here?
Oh, good. Would you take her to reception?
Yes, right.
And, Mr. Fletcher, don't forget she'll have to be thoroughly searched when she comes back this evening.
Don't worry, it'll be done.
Thank you. Sorry, what were you saying about Smith?
Oh, it's just that she has played a major role in getting this project off the ground.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. I am also well aware that when Smith does anything, it's usually for an ulterior motive, like getting herself out of isolation, for example.
Well, she's certainly shown that she can cooperate.
I need a little more convincing.
I see, well, fine. Thank you for all the good news. I'd better be going. I want to catch Meg Jackson.
Oh, I think you might have missed her. She's due off at 5.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll see her tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Sharon. Oh, Sharon, you're not being fair. You know I'd help you. It's just that if I get caught coming in here with drugs, I'll never see my baby again. Well, surely you must think that's important. Anyway, they're bound to wake up if they see Judy at the hospital.
Who'd see her?
Oh, I don't know, but someone might.
She knows what she's doing. She won't hang round. She'll just dump the stuff and get out.
Will she?
Of course. She knows the tricks from when I was dealing.
Well, where's she going to leave it?
In the loo. That's the usual place.
I thought Judy didn't like drugs.
She doesn't. But she does love me. If you loved me.
Oh, Sharon, don't, please.
Latham, your escort's waiting.
How's Vivienne?
Oh, she's all right. She's having a little sleep. What do you think of him?
Who? Fletch the Ledge?
Pardon?
Fletch the Ledge, that's what they call him.
Oh, they don't really, do they?
I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole.
Why? I mean, surely he's not all that bad.
I wouldn't know. You got the huts for him, have you?
Certainly not.
Oh, all right, don't get excited. Just that if that's what you're into, you'd probably do all right for yourself there.
What do you mean?
Grow up. Why do you reckon they call him Fletch the Ledge? The word is that he screwed one of the prisoners.
Oh. Hi, I beat you to it.
So you've just been doing the shopping?
Yeah, well, so have I.
For me?
Hmm.
You shouldn't have.
Well, I felt that I owed you an apology.
Yes, you did. But you needn't have gone to these lengths.
I also wanted to thank you for your help today.
It's all right.
Still friends?
Of course.
Good, good. Listen, are you going to be able to handle doors with all of that stuff?
No worries.
Right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
G'day. That's a good idea. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm late.
We said 5:30.
Yes, well, I had to stop off and buy some flowers for somebody by way of an apology. I seem to have spent my entire day saying I'm sorry to people.
Who are you buying flowers for?
You can wipe the grin off your face. There's nothing to it.
Oh, you didn't buy any flowers for me. Who was it?
Meg Jackson. We had a bit of a blue at work.
And you bought her flowers?
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? Women respond to flowers.
Yeah, well, maybe they do, but, well, you don't have to buy her flowers just for an apology. Not if it was a work argument.
You're getting quite a bee in your bonnet about this thing, and I keep telling you there is nothing significant.
Well, maybe not to you, but I thought you'd given up on things like that.
I'm not over the hill yet, and don't you read anything into that either.
It's your affair.
Well, I'm here. I'm all ears.
It's time we were going.
Just a few more minutes, please.
I'm sorry, time's up. We have to go.
I have to go to the toilet.
All right, there's a toilet around here. Follow me. Just hurry yourself along and don't try anything stupid. I'll be right outside.
me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing